Let's talk about dating and crypto scammers here on this episode of When I'm Not Podcasting. Why is it I always struggle saying my name of my show when I'm doing video, when I'm not podcasting? I can't believe I kind of fumble that, but I'm not going to go back and redo it again. So I need to be more cognizant of what I'm saying when I do these shows. Because for the podcasting audience, you hear me fumble, it's because of the video. So I'm just going to blame it on that. Crypto scammers are masquerading as lovers on dating apps like Hinge and conning victims out of their entire life savings. So there's always times where you're going to see things like this happen. Let's just find a way to go ahead and screw somebody over. It's pretty obvious. I've talked about my own issues with being scammed here on the program, but here's another one. You need to keep an eye on this. Buyer beware. So the story from Insider, crypto scammers are feigning months-long romances on dating apps. New York Times reported recently, and victims interviews by the Times and the Sun lost $300,000 and $1.6 million in bogus crypto payments. And romance scams involving crypto hit a record high, totaling $139 million in losses per FTC data. So now there's a ploy called pig butchering. Victims reporting losing entire inheritances and retirement funds following fake online engagements designed to win over the trust. One woman from Tennessee lost $300,000 last year after a man she met on Hinge convinced her to invest in a phony crypto exchange website. The New York Times reported that a 52-year-old man from Denver had $1.6 million stolen in a nearly identical scheme that started on Hinge. And in the story, a Hinge spokesperson explains that as romance scammers find new ways to defraud people simply looking for a meaningful connection, we'll continue to explore and invest in new updates and technologies to ensure we're keeping our daters as safe and as protected as possible. That's a lot of money right there. Victims of romance scams have lost a total of $1.3 billion in the last 5 years, according to the Federal Trade Commission. A record-breaking $547 million in 2021, up from the previous year 80%. So people are learning about it. The use of cryptocurrency in romance scams has exploded over the past 3 years. It was usually casual investment advice from an online crush, snowballed into a total of $139 million lost in bogus cryptocurrency payments last year. Wow. That's huge. Please beware. And by the way, this is something also mentioned about how sugar daddy sites, there's also the same kind of like similar, smaller scams. But, you know, if you're going to do anything with crypto, by all means, by the way, I'm going to be doing an episode of When I'm Not Podcasting with a guest that just recently wrote a book that we're going to go ahead and talk about when it comes to crypto. So I'm going to take a rare time. I'm going to go ahead and talk about a book with an author on this program, a long 30-minute interview, or maybe a little bit longer, depending on, I'll figure out what I'm going to do with it. The author is Magnus Carter, and he wrote the book, Making More Money for You, Decrypting Cryptocurrency, Writing the Data Path to Financial Freedom. So if it's not already aired already, it's coming up here on the program. Look for that. I might put into a couple different episodes to make sure you can go ahead and catch it for yourselves. So actually, that's what I might do. I might do it over Monday and Friday episode and just give you 2 parts, depending on what I decide to do, because I know all of you have gotten accustomed to the shorter content. This is what this program is about, but it's an interesting story, and I got some great questions left for him. And the new book, it provides detailed guidance and explains virtually everything about the world of cryptocurrency, for the different types of cryptocurrencies and blockchains, to a step-by-step approach for making wise investment decisions. Which, by the way, I do hold cryptocurrency. I do have investments, and I'm holding a bag right now, which is unfortunate. Hopefully that changes by the time you hear this. Anyway, we're going to leave it there, and I'll talk to you next time.